Now, out of all the tanks in the world that I could have at my house, right now this is my tank. This is Paul Talbot's fish tank. Because I went down to the shop and I wanted to take home a Aquarium Nano 30 for this spot, which is a beautiful little reef tank, and I will do that. But right now my daughter had other ideas. She saw this one and went crazy over it. So this is the Aquael Treasures Money Box tank. And the idea with this is you encourage your kids to save up and pay for their own fish. It's got a little money box there, so the money falls down into the fish tank, and I'll make her collect some money to buy her own fish. And it's got quite a good little filter, which is just here in the corner. So it's got a pump here, and the water just gushes over this sponge where the bacteria is going to grow, and then exits in here. So it's really quite a good little unit. I find with all Aquarel pumps, when you first turn them on, they rattle a little bit, and they quickly, once the slime coat builds up on the magnet, that quickly becomes totally silent. So I'm not worried about that at all. So it's got a good little filter running away, and ideal for kids. So it comes in the Princess, which is this one, and the Pirate for boys. Great little way of getting your kids interested, because obviously, as I always say, getting the kids involved in fish is really the key. Because what you want to do with kids too is not just teach them what the fish are, you want to teach them about the fish. Because a lot of people will say, oh, my kids got fish and then got over them, and it's absolutely been my experience that kids don't get over fish if you keep teaching them about them, and that passion is governed by education. So teach your kids about the bacteria, teach your kids how to clean it, teach them how to feed them properly, and teach them as much about fish as possible, and they'll never ever get sick of them. Passion is governed by knowledge. And it's a great little hobby for kids. I reckon it's heaps better than the kids playing video games and half the garbage that kids do these days. I'd rather see my daughter playing around with a fish tank any day of the week. And she loves it. She absolutely loves it. So we'll just let this set overnight. I've put in some water age, a bit of carbonate powder, and a bit of salt, and let it sit overnight. And then I'll go down to the shop tomorrow and let her choose out some fish. So we're probably going to get some, eventually get some sucking cats just to keep it clean. But in the meantime, we're going to get some zebra danios and some mountain clouds. So pretty little fish, and they're really an alternative to goldfish as well. And because this tank isn't a massive tank, choosing the smaller fish are really ideal, because not only are they very active, but they'll have a lot more room proportionate to the size of the fish and the size of the tank. So anyway, if you've got kids, grab one of these as soon as you can, either an Aquarel Princess or an Aquarel Pirate treasure tank, and get the kids involved.